Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Zymox, and I'm your chief show attendant. On behalf of the two hosts and the rest of the crew, welcome aboard Weird Wednesday Flight number 13, non-stop, from your current location to parts unknown. Our flight will be at about 2 hours, and we'll be flying at the speed of sound. At this time, make sure your seat backs and tray tables are in their full upright position, and that your seatbelt is currently fastened. Enjoy the ride.
What's up? Welcome to Weird Wednesday, everybody. How's it going? What's up, Jamie?
What's going on?
Oh, I was telling Jamie my computer's doing something weird. It's got a little something going on, so wish me luck. I'm not using Chrome tonight, which I normally use. I'm using the Opera browser. So if I bust out with some Opera sometime in the next few minutes, you'll know why. It'll probably be me throwing my computer against the wall.
Retrograde strikes again.
Yeah, I don't think it's my computer's not so much the problem as is Chrome has got some issues with StreamYard, according to StreamYard. So this is a known issue. Hey, can you tell me how to fix it? No, they can't. A lot of help. Has your chat support been helpful? No, not really. It has not been helpful at all. It's been rather frustrating. So yeah. So far, this browser seems to be working okay. Although it keeps popping up and saying, do you want us to set this as your default browser? No, not really. I want you to just leave me alone. Yeah, we were out driving, had to run to Costco today. This evening, we were talking about stuff. This is what's weird. We were talking about stuff in the car. I won't say exactly what, but just issues that are in the news. And we get home, turn on YouTube, and lo and behold, the things that we were talking about are all on the YouTube homepage.
Wow.
It's spying on us big time.
Yeah.
Stuff that would never be on my YouTube homepage is all of a sudden on the homepage. Same things we were talking about. One of the things we were talking about is the people that they want to have their leg removed.
Yes, that was what I was talking about Sunday. They want to identify as disabled.
Yeah.
They're jamming their eyes and shit.
Yeah. I want to be blind.
I thought that they were just saying that they want to identify with
Oh, no.
being like handicapped, but they
No.
literally want to remove limbs.
Yeah. I watched a thing on it quite a
Common
while back.
sense.
Yeah. Mental disorders, man. Who would like choose to have your leg amputated, a perfectly good leg? You know, you're going to regret that shit one of these days, you know? And you got to run from something or, you know, just like get to the bathroom in a hurry or
Or
something.
you wake up one day,
Yeah. What have
you
I done?
realize like,
How did I get here? This is not my
and
beautiful.
the Adderall wears off.
Yeah. 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 One girl wanted to be paralyzed. Hey, what do you want for Christmas? I'd like to be paralyzed. What is wrong with people? I don't know. I think there's that shit they're spraying out of them planes making everybody retarded, man.
Just a bit.
I think it's something's causing some mental disorders in our
Yeah.
world today. I used to think I was crazy.
Mm.
Yeah, I got nothing on a lot of these people. I got nothing. It doesn't even register on the crazy scale. The needle doesn't even move. Yeah, we are in Bizarro world, exactly.
Yeah, this is like the Twilight Zone doesn't even cut it.
Yeah,
April Fool's Day, like nothing can describe. Surreal doesn't even describe it.
no,
At the beginning, it was a little surreal just because a lot of stuff, that a lot of us foreseen happen. We're living in like our worst fears, but never could my mind have ever come up with like this stuff.
yeah. Yeah, I did some crazy stuff when I was younger, but yeah, like on romper room level, not even romper room,
Dude, no, it doesn't even compare.
pre-kindergarten level. Yeah, I don't know. Weirdness abounds.
Doing good, Azari. Anna, how are you doing?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I don't know, man. I don't like my left arm. I want to get rid of it. What?
The last 3 or 4 times, Royal and Raul come into chat like within 30 seconds of each other, it seems.
Yep.
That's crazy. Yeah, I don't think I want to have my right arm anymore. It's just nothing but in the way.
Yeah. I can save on shoes if I only have one foot.
Like we thought Cher, remember that we thought Cher was insane when she had 2 ribs taken out?
Yeah.
That's nothing anymore.
Yeah.
Like the stuff that we used to think was so crazy is like nothing anymore.
Yeah.
Like, and like there's like a warning, like kids can't buy certain stuff if they're not a certain age. They can't decide certain things. There's like age requirements, this and that. But at 10 years old, your kid can decide, what body they want to be in. And the wokeness has spread to the medical industry to where they're saying like they're being told, and not even to give them counseling. They say, okay, we'll give you counseling. You'll talk to a therapist like up to, having whatever done. But after that, you're on your own. And if you think that you need counseling, like it's just horrible. It's horrible. And parents don't have to know about it. Like your kid can get swayed at school, go in and say this and say they want to be in a different body and they'll do it.
Yeah.
Like this is the world that we're living in right now.
But you still can't go buy a pack of cigarettes or a beer or even get a tattoo.
Yeah.
You can't buy spray paint at Walmart.
Or go to a rated R movie.
Yeah. You get
But
your
you
dick
can
popped
have an
off.
addictomy.
Yeah. Cheers. Cocktail sausage party. Or
I
not.
remember not that long ago, I was saying that, the majority with the, like right now, the things that are bad and the things that are good is only because as a society, the majority has decided murder is bad. Pedophilia is bad. These things you just don't do. You don't go vandalizing, you don't shit where you eat. You don't vandalize stores. You don't steal. Like, these are just things. But once those morals and values shift and the majority now is okay with all this, we are now the minority. The people who think animal abuse is not okay, murder on the street is not okay, pedophilia is not okay, then we're shit out of luck because now we're the oddballs out. We're the wrong ones.
Yeah.
It's just terrifying. Like, we got to get these scales to tip somehow.
Yeah. Ridiculous.
People need to take their kids out of public school until this can get started over.
Yeah. If I had kids, there ain't no way in hell they'd be in the regular school.
Go back to a small, like, schoolhouses like there used to be. If there's someone like that can volunteer that was a teacher or something like that. And it's not hard to make a curriculum. I made lots of curriculums. Once you figure it out, it's not hard. They're really not learning anything in school anyways, and the things are being taught now, like critical race theory and all this stuff, mutable qualities, fluid gender, just all this stuff isn't going to help them later.
How's that going to work out for you when you're 20 years older? Yeah.
They need real world skills, like we were saying, wood shop and home ec and
Yeah.
classes that'll teach them something, real science, real literature, real history.
Zeranis' kids are running around with fake guns.
They're running out with real guns.
Scared people. That's a great way to get your head blown off.
Oh, wait, what? Oh, hell no.
Fake guns. Some kind of game that scared people. Yeah. I doubt that was in Florida. You're running around with a fake gun here, somebody gonna shoot your ass.
This is just unheard. This is insane.
Yeah, Royal says it perfect there. I thought what Michael Jackson did was strange, but that's nothing today. That's exactly true.
Right?
At one point, we were all like, what the hell has that guy done to himself? And now it's like, can we go back to those Michael Jackson days?
Or is he talking about the sleeping with kids in his bed thing?
Oh, that too.
Yeah, well, either way, Michael Jackson is nothing compared to 2023.
Yeah.
But that's why it's good that there are still a lot of good people out there.
Yeah.
Just a lot of people are quiet. A lot of people are scared to say things right now because they don't want to be labeled, racist or, a bigot, phobic, this or that.
A transphobe, a homophobe.
When it's an extreme, it's like you're being judged because you don't agree with something that you 10 years ago would have said was bad too, but you want to be in the whole group and it's easier to stand together, when everybody's on the same side, than go against the grain and speak out and say, no, actually, this is wrong.
Yeah. Crazy, crazy, craziness.
Yep. Oh, his face. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
There was an article I saw earlier. This man won a world record for, they called it canals in his face. Like, I think there were holes. Where was it? He had it might be one that got messed up. Like 27, or here it is. A British man breaks world record with 17 flesh tunnels on his face. Flesh tunnels. So people are like doing this stuff for like fun.
Hmm.
Michael Jackson's like obsolete nose means, it's not weird anymore.
Nope. Flesh tunnels. Man, that just on your face. That just sounds creepy. I don't know.
Like, yeah, what's a flesh tunnel? It looks to me like plugs, I didn't want to read it really.
Exactly, Papa. Yeah. What do you want today? I want 6 flesh tunnels on each side.
Can I get another flesh tunnel?
You sure you just want to get something normal like a Prince Albert or something?
Are you sure you don't want your butthole sewed shut instead?
Yeah. Wow. Speaking of buttholes, man, what about a job of an anal bleacher? How would that be to bleach anuses all day, every day?
You come home from work at night and your spouse is like, what would you say when they walk through the door?
Can I ask you a question?
Bleach a lot of buttholes today?
Yep. Kids are identified as animals. And school has to put up with it. Yes, they even put litter boxes in for them. That's just mental illness, man. I'm sorry. I like it or don't like it, but some people are just...
That was New York, right?
I don't know where that was. Wherever it was, I want to stay hell away from it. Hell away from it. Hell far away from it.
Identify as an asshole.
Yeah. Oh, man. What are you going to do, though,
Not a goddamn thing. So bitch about it.
Yeah. But all little helps. Whoa, that was loud as hell, wasn't it?
Hope that people start to realize that they're ridiculous, and maybe if enough people do point out how ridiculous they are and it's not so comfortable, and like the yay sayers, it's like, ew, are you like stupid? Like, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? I don't know. You need to snap out of it and knock it off.
Zariana says, what are flesh tunnels? Good question. I'm looking them up right now. I thought my weird, ear holes were like weird, but flesh tunnel shop. Let's see. It's just showing earrings.
Here's the article. Maybe this might say.
And like the people that get, whatever, you can do whatever you want. I just don't understand a lot of it. Like people that get, the big holes in their cheeks.
It doesn't even say what they are.
How the hell do you eat without food falling out the side of your head?
That's what I want to know. Like the person that had their tongue cut like a snake, and then they could stick it through the cheek and go out the side of their face.
Yeah.
Like, how does the food stay in it? It reminds me of that dude on Family Guy or whatever that cartoon is, where he has half the face gone.
Yeah.
Family Guy.
Oh, there you go.
But did you see that with the tongue when it stuck out of the face? I made fun of it. I put on my profile. I'm like, I said something, and then somebody was like saying I was insensitive because I laughed at it. Like, dude, you can't walk around like that and not expect someone to laugh at it.
Now this dude,
Be like, what the fuck?
Yeah, you got to check this picture out.
Oh no.
Let's see if we can share this here picture if it'll work. This is what wasn't working before. Will it work now? Yeah, it's gonna work.
Sending
Check.
prayers for you, turquoise.
Check this dude out.
Oh shit. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
Yep.
And now, doesn't that remind you of that person on Family Guy? He had like used to chew or something, so he had like mouth cancer. I think he was a baseball player on Family Guy, and like
Yeah.
half the face is gone. Yeah, I said something about that, and somebody said something to me.
Well, I guess that's how you eat. You put plug caps in so your food doesn't fall out your cheek.
Mm.
Oh, hey.
Plug the holes. See, I didn't see the plug. I didn't see those. I only seen the other ones.
Plug the holes. Got to plug the holes before you can eat. Let's make life a little more complicated
Do
than it
you
already
think
is.
they French like that?
Oh,
Do you think his partner, like, ew, you think?
yeah, probably.
That's
Or
crazy.
partner might stick something else in there. I don't know. Yeah. About the right size. I don't know. I'm just saying, just thinking out loud. Don't mind me.
Crying.
Oh man.
When he sneezes, what happens? Oh god.
Oh God, really? Put a bucket over my head before I sneeze. Wow.
Yeah, how to balance a checkbook.
Ugh, pneumonia sucks, turquoise. I hope you feel better soon.
I know that's horrible.
That is gross. Yeah, my thoughts exactly. Whatever. People can do what they want, but
They really can.
yeah.
But I can also laugh
But,
at it.
yeah, I mean, these people aren't like, attacking me saying, hey, if you don't like my holes in my head, you're holes mophic or whatever, whatever it is.
Flesh
You're
tunnel?
a hater. You're a hater. You don't like my flesh tunnels.
I think
Oh,
people can 100% do what they want with their own body. I really don't care. But if I haven't seen something like that before and they stick the tongue out and I'm going to laugh.
Yeah. Yeah.
That just ain't normal, son.
Man, it's bad enough. Like, just I was out playing disc golf last weekend and I was talking and a bug flew in my mouth. And I'm like, just imagine that, bugs, gnats just flying in the hole in your mouth, just randomly.
You inhale and like 5 goes in.
Yeah. Oh, man. I'm sure they are. Somebody is. I don't know. Yeah. It's weird, man. I don't know.
He probably works on OnlyFans.
Yeah. You'd have to have some kind of side hustle.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they're going to hire you at the Hilton for a desk clerk job or anything.
Work at a dispensary.
Yeah, that's true.
Delivery.
Actually
Grab
thought
a
about
hug.
going down there.
Drive. Uber.
I thought about going down there and getting a job
Where?
at the dispensary.
That would be an awesome job.
Well, this one, I don't have a whole lot of, it's not the right one. I don't have a whole lot of great stories this week, but a few that caught my eye. This one is, I've been listening to a lot of Coast to Coast and like some old Art Bell podcasts or what, old Art Bell. We'll just, what I'm talking about when I say that. But listen to a lot of Coast to Coast. And George Norrie. Been a bunch of substitutes in there late as of late. But this one, George Knapp says, Russia once received cosmic intelligence from aliens. Really? How do we know? Well, according to George, the U.S. journalists and UFO investigators spent time in Soviet Russia to investigate his remote viewing experiments. Let me start all the way over again. The U.S. journalist and UFO investigator George Norrie spent time in Soviet Russia to investigate its remote viewing experiments. I love the way these articles are written. Back in the 1990s, Knapp, who was no stranger to investigating the strange and unusual, visited the Soviet Union to find out more about Russia's secretive remote viewing program. During his visit, he met Lieutenant General Alexei Yelovich Savin, who was apparently quite keen to make information about the endeavor public. He showed us some training films where they would take a Russian sailor, put him down in the bottom of a ship, and then ask him to identify where other naval assets were around it without being able to look out a window or anything like that and see them. And they were really accurate, incredibly accurate, at least in the film. Perhaps the most remarkable thing of all, however, was his claim that the Russians had been using remote viewing to communicate with extraterrestrial entities far out in space. They're projecting their consciousness out into the cosmos, and then they run into somebody else who has a conversation with them, or shares information with them, or shares images with them, he said. Some of them would write stuff down, almost like channeling, or draw pictures. To date, however, no conclusive evidence of these experiments have ever been truly disclosed. So yeah, the part that kind of caught I know about, the remote viewing projects and all that. But I thought it was kind of interesting where they said they were using it to have conversations with extraterrestrials, kind of remote view out into space or the cosmos or wherever.
Yeah.
So I don't know, I mean, you always hear.
I've heard other things like that before, like stories on ancient aliens and stuff where they mentioned people communicating telepathically or.
Yeah. I mean, you hear all kinds of stories about extraterrestrials or aliens or whatever, talking, but not with a voice, but telecommunicating, So if there's any truth to that, yeah, I could see that working. But
I was reading an article earlier. It's a little different, but they were saying that aliens, if they wanted, this is why, because it was ridiculous. Aliens, if they wanted, could actually spy on us through our cell phone towers or something like that. I'm thinking, dude, if an alien wants to spy on us, we don't have to worry about them like tapping our cell phone towers.
Yeah.
It's like, extraterrestrials might be eavesdropping on us through these different towers and shit.
Yeah, they might be, but whatever they're using to do that is way past our level of technology.
Exactly.
The fact that if they're even here or can get here or listen to us here or see us here, they're steps way ahead of us. We can't even get to the damn moon. Come on. We're just taking baby steps. Oh, man.
Well, according to the New York Post, aliens could contact Earth in the near future, according to scientists. And I'm waiting for it to load.
What do scientists know?
Jack. All right, here we go. The encounter is closer than ever. humanity may be able to contact an alien race as early as 2029. According to a recent analysis of deep space radio waves sent from Earth. Researchers from the University of California's Berkeley and Los Angeles campuses compiled a list of stars and planets that are bound to encounter Earth signals within the next century, while also deducing that the first return message could come as soon as 6 years from now. This is a famous idea from Carl Sagan, who used it as a plot theme in the movie Contact. Researchers have been using physics laws to determine how quickly signals flared from NASA's Deep Space Network could be sent back, producing several key insights about travel time. A signal sent to Pioneer 10, a spacecraft that did a Jupiter flyby in 1973, had the radio transmission reach a dead white dwarf star in 2002. This is the star that, if alien life exists near it, could respond to Earth by 2029. Similar transmissions were sent to the Voyager 2, launched in 1977, between 1980 and 1983, and afterward reached a 24 light year away they reached a 24 light year away brown dwarf star in 2007. Potential extraterrestrials at that star could respond by the early 2030s. The analysis gives search for extraterrestrial intelligence researchers a more narrow group of stars to focus on. The new list of stars can help radio astronomers listen for signals at predetermined times while pointing radio telescopes in the direction of said stars. However, some experts say it's time to come down back to Earth from these lofty ideas. If a response were to be sent, our ability to detect it would depend on many factors, says Penn State astronomer Macy Huston. This would include how long or often we monitor the star for a response and how long or often the return signal is transmitted. Jean-Luc, another UCLA radio astronomer who is not involved in the study, also thinks it's time to remove the tinfoil hats. Our puny and infrequent transmissions are unlikely to yield a detection of humanity by extraterrestrials, he said. The probability that another civilization resides in this tiny bubble is extraordinarily small, unless there are millions of civilizations in the Milky Way. I guess that's the end of it. So, yep, that's their thoughts on it. There was a lot of different things today, though, on the whole radio signals thing. We're doing a lot of different experiments with radio waves.
Yeah.
So, like, then if they do in 2029 get like another tone, we get an article then saying, oh, strange, radio signal found from a tiny brown dwarf star could be extraterrestrial life. We still won't know. We'll just say, well, we happen to shoot a signal, however many years beforehand, and that would be when we would hear something, but there's no way to confirm that.
Yeah. And at the rate of our current travel speeds, as far as, a manned spacecraft sending it to, Mars or wherever, until we get, what's the average astronaut's age? In their 30s?
I'm not even sure.
Yeah. Well, just say if it's in their 30s. How many years is it going to take to get to these distant planets at our,
Yeah.
The one that was taking pictures of Jupiter and Saturn or something. It was launched like 37 years ago or something, and it's finally in range. I mean, if
They
you
come
left,
back at 75 years old.
yeah, I mean, kind of like a one-way trip kind of thing for a lot of astronauts or
What if they don't age though out there and they come back and they're 75, but they're not?
Yeah, come back and you're 75 in Earth years, but you're still 35, in actual physical years. Weird. I don't know. Yeah. Deep freeze them.
They do experiments already on aging in space.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe like aliens, where they were all, in their sleep chambers.
Yeah.
Maybe they knew something that we don't.
Maybe.
Because they're not just asleep, they're like in a suspended state.
Good night, Wolfie. Glad you guys stopped by.
This new browser takes me longer to get it up, so they say. Here's another one that it's old news, but it keeps popping up. I wanted to get you guys' opinion.
Get to use.
The mystery Russian satellite. Oh no, sorry, this is another one. It's coming up next. This is mystery Russian satellite is stalking U.S. military satellite, and I kind of had to laugh, and I'll explain why in a minute. This one says there is evidence to suggest that a satellite named Cosmos 2558 is tailing a confidential U.S. satellite. Russia may be attempting to spy on its enemy's satellites. New evidence suggests with Cosmos 2558, which launched back in August of last year, making a beeline for almost the exact same orbit as USA 326, a classified overhead reconnaissance satellite operated by the United States military. In March, it inched even closer still by performing an orbit-raising maneuver to reach an inclination of approximately 35 kilometers beneath the U.S. satellite. Since then, it's passed very close by on several occasions, leading space experts to class it as an inspector satellite. And they may be engaged in efforts to observe and collect data about enemy satellites. Something similar happened back in 2020 when Cosmos 2542, a satellite, ventured perilously close to the optical intelligence satellite USA 245 on multiple occasions. So while it seems as though the intention of these platforms is only to look and not interfere, these developments suggest that not even classified military satellites can escape observation. Whether or not this will lead to a potential escalation in the future, however, remains to be seen. Now, what are they going to escalate? How's that conversation going to go? Hey, don't be spying on our shit. Hey, don't cross this line. Don't get close to our satellite. And the other person's like, well, hey, you're in my space. I'm not in your space. Who owns space? Who has the rights to space? If they send a satellite, that's like me going out and there's a car driving down my street and I walk out in the front yard to look at it and somebody like gives me a hard time for looking at that car. Like, really? It's kind of the same thing in space. It's like, where, are there rules to like, you can't get
like territory and like borders and boundaries?
Yeah.
Draw the line in the sand.
Yeah, exactly. Don't cross this line. I'm telling you, don't cross this line. Don't you do it.
Ooh, I said, don't you dare.
Don't come in my space.
They put like a camouflage something on it.
Yeah.
Something silly.
I say, if we send a satellite up there and It's just floating around in orbit. And somebody from another country wants to look at it. Well, what the hell are we going to do about it? Bitch and whine about it. Don't
Like
inspect
pretend
us.
it's not there. Like put a cloak around it.
Yeah, exactly. Like we don't do the same exact thing as Ariana. Exactly.
Mm.
But yeah, you shoot. I mean, that puts a whole nother spin on it. All these satellites, we talked about it in the last week or two. All the space shit that's up there floating around, space garbage, and satellites, and
Like
this
a
country's putting up
floating
satellites.
junkyard.
Yeah, Elon's putting up thousands of satellites, and this and that, and it's like, just because you can, does that mean you should? Or just because you can,
Give
and
you the right.
does that give you the right to do it? Like, who did Elon ask when he wanted to completely encompass the Earth in his satellites?
Hey,
Like,
money.
who do you ask?
He pays
for
the
that?
Aero whoever foundation or whatever it is.
Somebody, yeah.
He pays for it. Hush, just here, let me go dump all my shit up there.
Yeah.
Sign the permit.
It says we sent 25 up there, but
Yeah.
really meant 2,500.
Yeah, like I've seen them trains and
Yeah.
I'm like, I watched it so long and I said, wait, they said how many were left? I said, I watched that for hell long. Like, I think there was a good 3 times more than what they said.
Yeah. Yeah, Janice, that's like the normal, 24, 26, 28 satellites are launched.
And like, oh yeah, we let out another, probe or this up there, but we lost it,
Yeah. Yeah.
We don't have to give you any information on it because we lost it. Whoops.
Yeah. Whoops. Where are all your guns, Mr. Autry? I lost them in a boating accident. Yeah.
Yeah, someone must have taken them. Yeah.
I sold them all for magic beans.
I turned them into the last gun buyback program.
Exactly. The one I bought for $1,500, I sold it for $25. Yeah,
Sold it to your mama for crack.
Exactly.
Well, if aliens do happen to contact us and decide to come visit, a British TV legend will be the one getting to make their acquaintance. Sir David Attenborough should represent the Earth in a powwow with E.T., Brits say. The veteran Blue Planet presenter would be the ideal candidate to meet with aliens if humans are ever invited to join a galactic federation. A study of 2,000 Brits voted Sir David, 96, as Earth's spokesman ahead of its telephysicist Professor Brian Cox, 55, and former U.S. President Barack Obama, 61. SpaceX and Twitter chief Elon Musk, 51, was fourth choice, just ahead of Prime Minister Boris Partygate Johnson, 58. Climate change activist Greta Thunberg, 20, was another possibility. She came in ahead of TV adventurer Bear Grylls, 48, wrestler turned movie star Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, 50, Will Smith, and Ricky whoever. All these people were in the race to get to be the one to sit down at this galactic federation if it should ever happen. Former Ministry of Defense UFO investor Nick Pope, 57, said Sir David had been selected for representing the very best of humanity. He spent his life exploring and showcasing the furthest reaches of planet Earth, so it's no surprise he's topped the poll for who'd be best to make contact with ETs, he said. The research was commissioned by National Geographic ahead of the launch of its new documentary series, UFOs, Investigating the Unknown, which starts on May 2nd. The series promises to uncover the truth behind a series of UFO sightings by Top Gun military pilots currently under investigation by the U.S. government. Researchers found 1 in 3 Brits want the Ministry of Defence to reopen the UK's UFO project, which Pope ran for 3 years before it was shut down in 2009. More than 4 in 10 suspect the government is keeping information on UFOs secret. Nick said UFOs are big news now, and a lot of people are reporting and sometimes filming extraordinary things. So they go on to talk about all this and the chances of intelligent life. I think it's funny that this dude beat out Elon Musk.
Yeah, really.
And yeah, if you give the study to all Brits, then of course they're all going to, pretty much want a Brit to represent, just like anybody. If they have a person from their hometown, you give them the study, they're going to choose that.
Yeah.
I'm just surprised he beat. Well, I guess, because he actually explores like alien life and stuff, where Musk, even though he's more exploration space than like aliens.
Yeah.
So I guess that would make sense in that aspect.
Yeah. I mean, Elon still kind of denies that there's aliens that exist.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think he's crazy, but even though he's a genius.
I want to just string that Greta up, man.
Greta Twatberg.
She needs to knock. She's just part of the problem.
I saw a video today, a bunch of, I don't know what they were. The whole global warming, this and that, whatever. They were protesting by shutting down a major highway, going out in traffic and stopping traffic and sitting down on the highway with their signs. People were flipping out, because they're like doing important shit, like trying to get to work on time.
Have you seen what they do to them? I watched a documentary about, they call them the climate crazies. The people are in climate cults. Climate cults is what they call it. So they've actually showed how they sit in a line like that. If you try to escape, get up and get out of the line, one of the people will grab you by the back of your vest and throw you and put you back in line. So you have to sit like this. If they try to move, they move them around. These people are brainwashed. It's a literal cult.
Mm. Well, I know for a fact it's a damn good way to get run over.
It's a damn good way, because you can bet your ass I would be challenging that boundary.
Yeah.
Eventually you're going to move, because...
Don't cross this line. Oh, yeah, bitches, we on a highway. You're in the wrong here. Blah, blah.
Mm-hmm. I won't go fast, but eventually you're going to move.
Yeah. Well, this is the one that...
Yeah, send her to Mars. That's where I would. They can all go to Mars. I don't want anything bad to happen to these people. They just need to go away. Go to a private island somewhere.
Screw that. I'd like to go to a private island somewhere. So this one is the one I was wondering what everybody's about. This is the Black Knight. Is it really an alien satellite? The Black Knight always, its nose pops up here and there every other year or so. An object. Nope. That's not it. Where is it at? For years, some have speculated that this unusual piece of space junk is actually an extraterrestrial device. So in that first sentence, they've already determined that it's not a extraterrestrial satellite. It's a piece of space junk.
Or so they say. So we stop wondering about it.
Yeah. You've probably seen this photograph before. A black metallic chunk of some unidentified remnant of space industry that was captured on camera by NASA back in 1998. Officially, it is simply little more than a piece of space debris. But to many conspiracy theorists, tinfoil hat wearers, the Black Knight is in fact an extraterrestrial satellite that's been observing our planet for years. Stories concerning the object have been retrospectively dated as far back as the 19th century to a repeating extraterrestrial radio source heard during Nikola Tesla's radio experiments. While the signal has since been attributed to a pulsar, something that hadn't been identified at the time, there are still many who attribute it to the Black Knight satellite. During the 20th century, speculation over the possibility of an orbiting alien surveillance platform received a further boost when astronaut Gordon Cooper reported seeing a UFO during his trip into space aboard Mercury Atlas 9 mission in 1963. There had been reports of the U.S. Navy detecting a dark-colored spy satellite in 1960. In more recent years, it's been suggested that the object photographed in 98 was actually a thermal blanket used to shield top-secret U.S. spy satellites from detection during the Cold War. Move along, nothing to see. As things stand, there's really nothing to suggest that the object is anything but space debris. However, it's unlikely to satisfy those who subscribe to the belief that it's something more. And I'll add to that my own opinion is, however, there's nothing to suggest that the object is anything related to space junk, and it could be extraterrestrial. So there's no, they're saying, oh, there's no proof that it's this. Well, there's no proof that it isn't that. So I don't know. What do you guys think?
Exactly.
Is it a thermal blanket? It's just been floating around in the same position, same
Todd.
thing for like years and years.
What do you think, Todd? What do you think the Black Knight satellite is?
Or it goes for space junk. Yeah, they shoot down balloons. But they haven't shot this down yet. Exactly. Shoot that son bitch down.
I seen there's another balloon the other day there, but they rest assured they say there's absolutely no threat.
Yep.
And they watched it go off towards Hawaii.
Yep. I think I have that one. Yeah.
Well, this toddler.
Say what?
This toddler, it's another past life type one. And I thought this was interesting. He perfectly describes his past life on a remote island that he's never been to. Something about one of his pictures reminded me. Oh, I hate these cookies.
Cookies.
Not the good cookies. The stories Cameron tells about his life sound like any young boy might tell about his upbringing. But yet there's an eerie difference. He nor his family had ever been to the place he's describing. Cameron was just 2 when he started speaking of another life that he had enjoyed on the remote Scottish island of Barra, a world away from the terrace street in Glasgow, where he resided with his mother and older brother. The boy described living in a white bungalow with a view of the beach. He used to tell his mom that I'm a Barra boy. They lived 220 miles from Barra, which is situated off the west coast of Scotland. The journey from Glasgow to the island of Barra is 8 hours by car and ferry or a 1-hour flight. Despite its remoteness, Cameron would talk freely about playing with his black and white dog on the island's sandy beach. This says islands sandy beached. Thanks, Chat GPT. He spoke about looking on as his siblings ran around while he watched out of the window from his family's Barra house. He would tell his mother that he fell through a hole and into his new life with her. I lived in a white house with my mom and dad and my 3 brothers and sisters, Cameron is recorded as saying during a documentary, Extraordinary People, The Boy Who Lived Before. My favorite place in Barra was the beach, and I'd take my dog with me. I'd play with him, and my brothers and sisters would also play. The planes used to land on the beach. Norma, speaking to the same Channel 5 program in 2006, said, "At first I thought he's just making things up. But then I thought, how did he know the name Barra? Why is it Barra, where none of us have ever been or any connection?" His stories became more detailed as time went on, recalling how his dad, who he named as Shane Robertson, had died in a car crash. He became so embroiled in his so-called past life that he would cry at nursery asking for his Barra mom to pick him up instead of Norma. With the big tears running down his face, he would keep saying, "I have to go to Barra. My family are missing me," his mom would say. How do you deal with that? What do you do? What do you say to him? Distressed by her then 5-year-old son's behavior, the single mom met a psychologist and child behavioral expert to see whether they might be able to explain what was happening. But unconvinced by their suggestions, Cameron could have been told about a life on Barra by someone else, or that it was just an imaginary story gone too far. The child psychologist from the University of Virginia had become fascinated by the tales of alleged reincarnation recalled by tiny children. Dr. Tucker arranged to fly from the States to Scotland to meet Cameron, and then organized, along with Norma, to take him to Barra. Upon the plane's touchdown in Barra, which landed on a sandy beach just like in Cameron's recollections, the youngster told his mom, "I told you it was all true. I feel happy to be back." Remarkably, after meeting up with a local historian on the island, Dr. Tucker and his family were able to track down a white bungalow on the beach where a Robertson family were known to live in the 1960s and 70s. Upon visiting the property, the documentary shows Cameron becoming subdued and upset. He indicated he remembered sitting in the single-story home with the open fire blazing. On the land belonging to the bungalow was a gate to the beach and rock pools below, just as he had described when back in Glasgow. Not wanting to leave the trail there, Norma got in contact with a genealogist called Ruth, who uncovered that a Robertson family who hailed from Glasgow had owned the rustic white house in Barra for about 20 years. The family were able to meet Gilly Robertson, a member of the family, who showed Cameron pictures of her family's past holidays on the island. Amazingly, she confirmed that there was often a black and white sheepdog on the land, although it belonged to the neighbors. But Gilly had no recollection of a man named Shane or a member of the family who died in a car crash. Even though not all of Cameron's memories matched with reality, Dr. Tucker said Cameron might still have memories from even a more previous life. He certainly responded to the house in a way that made it seem this was a special place to him. He may have had some memories and emotions that somehow existed on this island beforehand in another life, and then somehow carried it over to him. So I thought that one was interesting just because there still happened to be the dog. There was a white house on the beach. The fact planes did land on the sand, like, those weren't normal things for a kid to see.
Yeah. Yeah, I was looking up the other story of the kid that said he was a pilot, got shot down, by a Japanese plane, and like named everything that was happening. There's like stuff that, no way he could know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, it's like Every once in a while, I have these weird deja vu moments where it's like, I think I've been here. I know it's around the corner. So yeah, this one is that another balloon incident, right? It's the old
Nothing to be afraid of.
yeah. Pentagon
Nothing to-
scrambles 3 F-22 jets to intercept the UFO over Hawaii. Oh, and it's just a Publix bag floating in the breeze. There's nothing to see here. Move along. Yeah, it says an object spotted over the remote Pacific state prompted the U.S. Air Force to send out 3 fighter jets last week. Earlier this year, there was a spat of sightings involving strange spherical balloon-like objects being sighted not only over the United States, but also over Canada and beyond. U.S. fighter jets that were sent to intercept the object reportedly shot several of them down, including one described as a cylindrical and silverish gray that was traveling at 40,000 feet over Alaska. Okay, you could tell us what it was. It was what it was shaped. You shot it down. You apparently went out and found it. Have we ever heard any more about it? No. U.S. Indigo Pacific Command reported that the unidentified radar signature Friday was in the vicinity of the island of Hawaii. A spokeswoman for Indo-Pacific Command told the newscast. Pacific Air Force launched 3 F-22 jets to assess the situation and visually identify a spherical object. We monitored the transit of the object and assessed that it posed no threat. As a part of our normal daily operations, we closely track several vessels and aircraft in the Indo-Pacific area of operations throughout a combination of joint capabilities to protect the U.S. homeland, support our allies and partners, and secure a free and open Indo-Pacific area. The outlet also spoke with the Department of Defense spokesman who said, the Department of Defense and Federal Aviation Administration detected and observed April 28th an unmanned balloon off the coast of Hawaii, floating at approximately 36,000 feet. Ownership of the balloon is unknown, and there's no indication that it was maneuvering or being controlled by a foreign or adversarial actor. So I guess they just let this one roll. Maybe they could see it. Maybe they could retrieve it. Find out what it is. Was it made in somebody's garage, or was it made in somebody's garage on another planet?
They won't even tell us what was in the other one they found.
Yeah.
That had the antennas and shit sticking out of it.
Yeah. Is it something somebody made in their garage, in their lab? Where? What is it? Who owned it? Who put it up there? What does it do? Questions, man. Questions.
Yeah, is it geoengineering balloons, weather balloons, Hobby Lobby, amateur weather people?
Yeah, could be that, or it could be China spying on us.
But we wouldn't have to speculate so much if they just said something,
I know. It's like they want to propagate that.
Yeah.
They want to propagate that, conspiracy theory.
Mm-hmm.
Let's put a carrot out there and dangle it in front of their nose, get them all stirred up, and then get away. Yeah.
I don't know about this next one, but in case we see more of it, I just wanted to bring it up. The picture they show just doesn't do it for me.
Yeah.
But villagers claim a baby alien died after UFO landing before its body vanished. Now we've heard of people, the other alien, some of them are like 6 and, small. So I don't know why they wouldn't just say an alien instead of a baby alien.
Yeah.
but look at it. It looks like a carving,
Yeah,
don't it?
it's a wee little thing.
I mean, look at the eyes. Look at that. Is that an eye socket? No.
Looks like somebody put a fig on a couple of matchsticks and painted it gray. But again, what do I know? I don't know what aliens look like.
So villagers have claimed they witnessed a UFO landing and multiple mini aliens running around before one of them died in the street. Locals claim to have, yeah, they live in radiation and everything, but like our air, killed them.
Yeah.
Locals claim to have taken images of what they say was a deceased extraterrestrial laying in the gutter before it mysteriously disappeared. All covered in dirt like that. He died and got covered himself in dirt.
Gutter aliens.
Dirty gutter alien.
Uh,
It remains unclear whether a sneaky opportunist removed what they believed was an alien corpse. The mysterious encounter was reported in the rural village of a place in Bolivia. 2 nights before the reportedly dead alien was found in the gutter, residents filmed an eerie green light in the night sky they believed was an alien spacecraft. It was probably some sort of weird aurora light. They claim they then witnessed numerous figures running around in the dark streets. Local resident Rita Marquez told reporters they were miniature beings like those little people who appear to children. UFO expert Juan Carlos told local media they sent me photos of what it was, this being curled up. He added that the residents know all about this, and he said he would look into the matter. The local authorities also got involved, asking villagers not to say too much about the alleged alien visit at this time. According to reports, the regional tourism visitor visited the small town on a fact-finding mission and vowed that the authorities would carry out an investigation. Wah, wah.
See, I'm telling the local townspeople, hey, the alien thing, don't talk about it. You got my drift. Really? But that's all anybody's ever, everybody's talking about it. Don't talk about it.
So they probably saw some sort of aurora type light, which I didn't look up to see if they have that kind of phenomenon out there. But then they're probably like, oh, it's an alien thing. So let's, carve out a quick, stupid looking, whatever the crap that is, and then kick some dirt over it,
Yeah.
It just does not look legit to me. Not that I know what they look like, but
Maybe they look like filthy gutter aliens. I don't know.
I mean, it looks like something off of South Park.
Yeah, it does.
Look at the way it's crouching and the head all the way turned.
Yeah. I'm Mr. Hanky.
I don't know. What do you guys think?
Mr. Gutter Alien. I vote fig and matchsticks. I don't know. I think maybe they are small. I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about when it comes to aliens. But I think my opinion was they would be a little bit bigger than this. But then again, what do I know? The aliens in that movie with, Independence Day. They were little small aliens in that one. I think that was the right one. I don't know. Gutter aliens.
Really?
Gutter aliens. Hey, y'all, gutter aliens want to come over and have a cold one? Sounds like a name of a band. Playing tonight, the Gutter Aliens.
It really, I bet you it exists.
Yeah, probably. You want to do your last one?
Yeah.
All right, I reckon I'll pull it up here. All right, 10. Can't even.
I actually think what happened to Tucker was pretty screwed up. Can't censor, people's thoughts like that. Decide like one person, only one side of things can be told.
Yep.
And no matter what he said in private on his phone and all that, and he called someone a cunt. I don't care. She probably was a cunt. And,
Probably deserves that name.
corruption. And none of that matters to me. What matters is the fact that he has the balls to say the things that other people will not say, to try to protect people, so we're not listening to this one source of government, what they want us to hear. And no, we need to have everybody's opinions. I listen to shit I don't agree with all the time just to hear it out. Pisses me off, but I listen to it. I listen to all sides of things. It's very un-American to do this and then crush him so that he can't ever get another job again for wanting to tell the truth or helping people prep for a food shortage or a future that we're definitely looking at right now.
Oh, no, everything's great.
Everything's great.
Everything's great.
Nothing to see here.
Nothing to see here, exactly. Nothing to see here. Get in line to get your government water.
Yeah, and your loaf of bread.
Yeah.
And your 2 pounds of chicken.
Yeah.
So this last one, the UFO shares a new UFO video frame by frame, as Pentagon says is truly the speed is truly anomalous. Let me get these stupid cookies off. Okay. And then we have a video on it. And then when you play it, you can just fast forward to the part where he kind of just shows like the movement, because it's a lot of him just talking.
I don't think it has sound on it.
Yeah, I took the sound out just so we wouldn't get in trouble. And in new footage shared by the United States government showing some really interesting things that everyone thought was truly anomalous. In the second of 2 clips shared by the Pentagon this month, a UAP, unidentified aerial phenomena, the U.S.'s new word for UFO, and they're showing an object that appeared to have a propulsion trail over the south that flew over South Asia earlier this year. Dr. Sean Kirkpatrick explained to the Senate Armed Services Subcommittee on Emerging Threats and Capabilities that the object was likely a sensor artifact and that his case is classed as resolved. The UAP expert told the committee an extensive report is due to be published in the summer, but that there is no definitive evidence of alien activity or intelligent life elsewhere in the universe. The hearing was shown on the now declassified footage shot from an American MQ-9 Reaper drone, which appears to be monitoring a group of people in a desert setting. But just seconds into the footage, a flying orb comes hurtling towards the $28 million drone, passing underneath it at a high speed. Dr. Kirkpatrick, the director of the All-Domain Anomaly Research Office, ARO, showed... Do you hear them jets?
Yeah, I think so.
Showed the committee the videos to highlight how the military tracks and categorizes UFOs. I kept hearing one like doing something weird, was catching my... So why am I showing this to you? Kirkpatrick told the committee. This is the kind of data we have to work with and the type of analysis we have to do, which can be extensive when you have to pull these apart frame by frame. Further, we're now matching all of this with models of all those imaging sensors so that I can recreate this. I can actually show how the sensor is going to respond. The committee was also shown footage of an unresolved UFO seen in the Middle East in a conflict zone in 2022. Of this footage, Dr. Kirkpatrick said it happened in the Middle East last year, where an MQ-9 Reaper drone spotted an apparent spherical object via electro-optical sensors. You will see it come through the top of the screen. It goes, and the camera will slew to follow it. You will see it pop in and out of the screen as it goes past the field there. This is essentially all of the data we have associated with this event from some years ago. It is going to be virtually impossible to fully identify that, just based off of that video. The US DoD said in a statement in an open hearing of unidentified anomalous phenomena before the Senate Armed Services Committee on April 19th. Dr. Sean Kirkpatrick, director, he shared a video that shows an apparent silver orb-like object across the sensor's field of view. This clip was taken in the Middle East, and while AARO assesses the object in the clip, it's not exhibiting anomalous behavior. The object remains unidentified. Over 650 cases of reported UFOs are categorized into common aircrafts like planes, but those that don't fit into these categories are marked by the location they are found. Are they attached to a national security area? Does it show some anomalous, I don't even know that word. If it's just a spherical thing that's just floating, if it's a spherical thing that's floating around with the wind, it has no payload. That's less important than something with a payload on it. And that's less important than something that's maneuvering. Of the 650 cases, Dr. Kirkpatrick said that 52% of the UFOs are spheres.
Pretty trippy looking.
Is that the zoomed in one?
Yeah. Who knows? Yeah, you got the long cylindrical, then you got the spherical one. It was special extraterrestrial meeting day, meet and greet that day. They brought out all the old classics. Oh man.
Warren Zevon? I don't think I know. Warren Zevon?
Warren Zevon, yeah. You've heard Warren's music. Werewolves in London.
Ah,
That's the popular one. Lawyers, guns, and money. It's another good song.
oh yeah, now, okay. Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. Wish we could play music, like, real music on here.
You know what one I forgot that okay, so I've seen an article yesterday. And a long time ago on Paranormal Soup, there, we had talked about how they'd be able to read our minds and turn our minds, into text.
Yeah.
Our thoughts. Well, this is like really creepy.
Yeah.
Where is it? Oh, damn. It'll probably be faster for me to Google it real fast. AI thoughts to text. Here it is. So now AI makes non-invasive mind reading possible by turning thoughts into text. An AI-based decoder that can translate brain activity into a continuous stream of text has been developed in a breakthrough that allows a person's thoughts to be read non-invasively for the first time. The decoder could reconstruct speech with uncanny accuracy while people listen to a story or even silently imagined one using only fMRI scan data. Previous language decoding systems have required surgical implants, and the latest advance raises the prospect of new ways to restore speech in patients struggling to communicate due to a stroke or motor neuron disease. A new neuroscientist who led the work were kind of shocked that it works as well as it does. I've been working on this for 15 years, so it was shocking and exciting when it finally did work. The achievement overcomes a fundamental limitation of fMRI, which is that while the technique can map brain activity to a specific location with incredibly high resolution, there's inherent time lag, which makes tracking activity in real time impossible. The lag exists because fMRI scans measures the blood flow response to brain activity, which peaks and returns to baseline over about 10 seconds, meaning even the most powerful scanner cannot improve on this. If it's noisy, sluggish, they go on to talk about it a little bit more, but if you guys want to check it out, just look up AI text thoughts to text, and you'll get like different articles on it. And I think, it's cool for like people who can't communicate. That's awesome. But again, in the wrong hands, freaks me out.
Yep.
I'm going to be like a whole burrito Jamie pretty soon.
There you go.
We need lots of tin aluminum foil. I said, no, we need the old stuff. I said, it used to be tin foil hat. This is aluminum foil. We need the real deal, the tin.
Yep.
Actual tin. Creepy.
Creepy. All right. Crystal of the week. Oh, yeah. Speaking of playing music, Warren Zevon.
You better not let him in.
Except that's me singing it, not him. Yes, that's another song we do. It's like a Hershey's Kiss hat.
Yeah.
All right. Crystal of the week. It is, here we go. This week's crystal of the week is Heliodor. Heliodor is often referred to as golden beryl. It's an incredibly rare type of yellow beryl that showcases elongated rods with natural etching or similar mass formations that are simply breathtaking to behold. Heliodor and its meaning, it's said to have come from the Greek words helion and doron, means a gift from the sun. As an accessory mineral in granites, Heliodor is commonly found within granite pegamites and cavities where it can sometimes grow to an enormous size of up to 30 feet. This popular stone can be boiled or heat treated, and that can eliminate the stone's yellow variety tint, resulting in a clear or even aquamarine blue stone. And it's still a member of the beryl family. The beauty of Heliodor is truly remarkable, and its unique crystallized form has long fascinated geologists and crystal enthusiasts alike. There's nothing quite like the sight of a gorgeous Heliodor crystal sparkling in the sun. For those that are lucky enough to come across one, it's an experience they won't soon forget. This precious crystal, with its name as bright as its color, has been stealing the hearts of collectors and metaphysical property healers for a long time now. The world's Heliodor is produced in Sri Lanka and Brazil, and some say it comes from Ukraine. Its name doesn't only sound intriguing, but it also has beautiful meanings behind it. It means, like I said, gift from the sun, owing to its sunny golden shades that make it an ideal crystal for faceting into attractive jewelry pieces such as necklaces, rings, and earrings. What's more, Heliodor is just as valuable as aquamarine stones, making a truly precious gift from nature. Some of its healing properties or physical properties. Heliodor is a yellow tinted crystal, sometimes greenish yellow or golden yellow. It's durable and hard mineral with a Mohs hardness scale rating 7.5 to 8, which means it's relatively resistant to scratches. This yellow-green stone is frequently used in healing practices to promote physical health. The stone is said to improve liver function, digestion, metabolism. Heliodor is believed to work by releasing negative crystals, energies, into unhealthy habits that contribute to health issues. Aside from its effects on internal organs, Heliodor is also thought to be useful in addressing skin irritations and allergies. Its soothing energy promotes healing, reduces redness or discomfort associated with such conditions. Some of its emotional healing properties. It's also known for its emotional mental healing benefits. The gemstone evokes feelings of self-confidence, creativity, and vitality. In addition, Heliodor is often said to have a calming effect on the mind and body, helping individuals overcome fear and anxiety. Its positive energy is also believed to promote a more optimistic outlook and encourage individuals to embrace new opportunities and experiences. It's been a gemstone that's used for thousands of years for its spiritual healing properties. The stone is believed to help individuals access their inner wisdom and intuition, connecting them to their higher selves and spiritual purpose. Heliodor is also said to promote a deeper connection to the divine, causing individuals to feel more connected to the universe and the world around them. It's thought to open up the third eye chakra, which is responsible for intuition, perception, and spiritual insights. It's also often used for its calming and stress-reducing properties. It promotes relaxation and balance, making it especially useful for individuals who struggle with stress-induced health issues. By working with Heliodor, individuals may be able to reduce feelings of anxiety and overwhelm, as well as physical symptoms associated with stress, such as headaches or muscle tension. The stone is thought to help clear the mind and promote a sense of calm, making it an ideal companion during high-stress periods or times of transition. So there you go, a little bit about this really cool looking stone called Heliodor. And if you don't have some, maybe go out, try to find a piece, because it covers a wide variety of issues that I think we can all say we share at some time or another. So there you go. There you have it. This is the crystal of the week, Heliodor. There you go. There you have it. That's my story. I'm sticking with it.
Beautiful.
Yeah, there's some, definite cool crystal. I've been kind of like fixated with the kind of yellow transparent crystals lately.
I've been noticing that.
I don't know why, but yeah.
I thought it when I saw that piece when we were looking at your friend's shop. She had that big old piece of citrine.
Yeah. Yeah, I like this peak shore. Bada boom, bada bing. Get up there. Yeah, that's just cool looking stuff.
I liked that picture. That's the one. It reminds me of like Jolly Ranchers or something.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Can't remember what that Yellowstone was I showed Lori like 2 summers ago or a summer ago. It's probably in our chat.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that is the way to spell it. Heliodor. Without the E, I think, maybe. Or not. Does it have the E? Maybe it does. Hell. Who am I to ask? So do you have a cool deck of cards you want to use tonight?
I do.
I do, she says. I don't even know what I'm looking for at the moment.
This is Star Codes Astro Oracle. It's kind of like a astronomy type oracle deck.
Let's see the cover of that one again. Cool. I think I've seen that. I don't have it though. Yet.
It's upside down.
There you go. Cool.
Okay, if you guys want a card, are you going to take turns with me?
Sure.
If you guys would like a card, put a thumbs up. Royal's got a thumbs up. Did you want a card, D? Gotcha, D. All right. I'm going to start with Royal. And then you'll get Azariana.
From the Psychic Tarot deck. My glasses and my shoes.
There's something sticky on my table there, so I'm trying not to get the cards in it. Royal has the Aries card, which is it says Act. It's an Act card. Oh, card number 1. Aries asks you to remember your personal fire, your reasons for being alive. It pumps up the volume on your life force. Its energy is raw, exhilarated, direct, rude, passionate, and looking for a challenge. Use your wisdom to focus this raw power and give it a goal. Aries is the cardinal fire sign, whose fresh, brash enthusiasm is symbolized by a headstrong ram. It rules the head and imbues initiation, new beginnings, spontaneity, rebellion, and rebirth. The sun shines here March 20th through April 20th. For your action, begin, move into new territory. Cut to the chase, be a hero. Feel the call to action and thoughtfully respond. Clear the air and clear the decks. Be crisp and to the point. Shoot from the hip. Set healthy boundaries just by being vibrantly alive. Express affection enthusiastically, spontaneously, and passionately. Work in short, intense bursts rather than long periods of deep concentration. And then they also give you a challenge and a gift on there too. So I'm going to take a picture of that and send it to you, so you can take a look at that.
Cool. While I was shuffling, I showed it up there. I had a card pop out, so I just kept that one here. It's for Zariana.
Yep.
And it is what is it? The Material and Spiritual Prosperity card. It's got a guy standing at, wall, fence, whatever, like kind of looking at a fountain, water coming up on both sides, big sun or moon. Looks like sun, and a long pathway. And it says, the number 6 physical card represents a peaceful, tranquil time when problems seem to actually disappear. A sudden bonus, pay raise, or even a promotion could be in the offering. It could be expected or arrive out of the blue. This card may also signify a group that has worked and strived toward the success of a common goal. The time of prosperity, balance, and harmony in your physical and spiritual existence is showing you that the practice of giving and receiving will bring you true riches. Look into your life and see where you can spread spiritual and physical wealth. Is there a person or favorite charity that would welcome an act of kindness right now? Practice generosity, gratitude, and compassion so that you can continue to prosper in all areas of your life.
That's a nice card.
Yeah.
And then I got turquoise right now, and then you're going to get Debbie. Ooh, you get the Saturn card structure. And I'll send you a picture of yours too, so you can look at it better. Number 24. I love the smell of the book. Saturn rules that which we must build over time. Bones, teeth, personal authority, maturity, borders, discipline, transitions, and organization. Saturn, like Jupiter, is a huge gas giant with its rings of ice and rock. It represents the boundary of the visible solar system as the last planet humans can see with the naked eye from Earth's surface. Saturn, traditional ruler of Capricorn, takes 29 and a half years to round the zodiac and forms challenging aspects to itself approximately every 7 years. Hence the 7-year itch in a marriage, and 21 as the traditional age of official adulthood. Action. Saturn asks you to step into the next level of maturity and personal authority. Think of Saturn as a martial arts master who pushes you to grow through workouts, discipline, and tests that allow you to prove what you know, both to yourself and to others. Look for a mentor or choose to mentor another. Honor the teacher, but don't give your power away. Listen to the experts, mix their wisdom with your experience, and make your own wise decisions. If you feel like someone is abusing their authority or undermining yours, set firm boundaries, and hold them accountable. Study, cope, and grow up. Make sure foundations are strong. As you gain strength in mind and muscle and bone, you can become stiff, so remember to stretch your body and your soul. Be careful not to cling to old conceptions of success or hold onto a brittle system that restricts potential and leaves people discouraged. And your gift, the ancestors call you to wisdom and maturity, to know that your gifts and limitations. This process may be an initiation, a test that empowers you. I'm going to send you a picture of yours also, so you can look at the other parts of it.
All right, I'm doing Debbie next.
Yeah.
Bada bing, bada boom. It is the Stand Your Ground card, number 7. It's hiding. Page doesn't want to come up. What the hell is going on here? Okay, here we go. Nope.
This one, Lori.
Here we go. Yeah, that's a cool deck. All right, Stand Your Ground. This is for Debbie. This card comes at a time when you're being tested and challenged. There may be fierce competition and potential rivals surrounding you in your personal or business life. But know that you have the strength and inner courage to stand your ground, no matter how hard or formidable things may appear. Don't surrender or give up the control you have. Be brave and stay true to your core life values and belief system, which are your best abilities and will help you move forward. It's important to remain clear and focused, for you may have to stand alone or defend your convictions to the end. Maintain your health and stay strong so that you have an ample supply of energy to endure anything. This could be a long and strenuous yet ultimately hard-won victory. Well, I know you're staying healthy because you're doing all kinds of cool foods and whatnot.
She's killing it.
And yeah, eating good food. I definitely believe that you are what you eat type of thing to a certain extent.
Definitely.
You start eating good, you feel better. So there's got to be something to it, right?
Gotta be. I've got Linda's card, and then you have D, and I think that's all of them. And Linda got the 9th house, which is exploration. Oh, it almost looked like the pattern on the back, the artwork that's on the back.
It does.
That's what the back looks like.
Yeah.
So you've got exploration. The 9th house. If your chart were a village map, the 9th house would contain the international airport, university, or broadcasting tower. The 9th house is the original World Wide Web. It speaks of how we expand our world through official and unofficial higher education, travel, international understanding, philosophy, and global communication. Your action. Go exploring. Step out of your comfort zone to see what lies beyond the boundaries to your familiar bubble. Step into a new country, try on a fresh attitude, and immerse yourself in an unusual body of knowledge or a spiritual philosophy that you didn't grow up with. It is hard to see your bubble, the lens for your experience, until you step outside of it. Look back at your socioeconomic MILIEU, family and friends, and education, and confront any unconscious assumptions that your people, your class, your culture is all there is. You are being charged to develop a truly diverse perspective and understand that real diversity in a person, ecosystem, or company builds resilience. Push your unique boundaries if you are an urban push your unique boundaries. If you are an urban international traveler, you may be most stretched by small town life. Read the philosophy and spirituality from a far corner of the world. Once you've done all this work, share what you've learned with the world as a speaker, writer, traveler, teacher, or internet diva. Wake up the world. Your challenge, when you finally break through and can see the far horizons, it can be difficult to reconcile the allure of those infinite possibilities with the familiarity of the people close to you. Both are important. And the gift, widen your horizon and expand your world. Explore in your mind, body, and soul. Teach what you know. The world is waiting for you. You got it, Lori. And then you've got Miss D.
Yeah, I was shuffling and cutting the deck. Another one popped up.
Pop out.
Pop out. It is recognition and reward. Let's see what it says here. This takes me forever to get to the right page here, and then when I get there, it doesn't want to open. All right. Whoa, Nelly. Sounds of the extraterrestrials. Rejoice. Nope, that's not it. Wrong one again, Rob. Try it one more time. Recognition and reward. You reward me for finding it tonight. A reward for a job well done is what this card represents. It's a time of recognition for a completed project, hard work, skill, expertise, and craftsmanship. These abilities are now being honored. But don't forget to also pay homage to yourself. Pat yourself on the back. You deserve it. The card also comes forth to represent a family or a group of people coming together, all of who are aiming at striving toward a common goal. Accept the help that's being offered. More possibilities are in the works, so be sure to lay a solid foundation from your past achievements. This will help you to be ready for your next opportunity. In addition, this card is a reminder to take care of your physical body. After all, it is what carries your soul around in this material world. Wise words right there.
Very wise. And Lori got the Virgo card, which is the digest card. And this looks like two hands holding some wheat. I'll send you a picture of your card also. Number 6. This is a long one also, so I'm going to take a picture of the rest of it for you too. Symbolized by a woman goddess holding some wheat, the mutable earth sign Virgo is ruled by Mercury. Wheat can only feed the multitudes once the grain is sorted from the chaff. Virgo is connected to the nervous system and the intestinal tract, the job of which is to sort nutrients from waste. The sun shines here August 21st through September 21st. Your action: look for the grain and release the chaff. Weed, harvest, and sort. Something in this situation needs to be sorted, edited, or reorganized in order to bring it into harvest. Whether you're asking about a relationship, a work project, or the culture in which you work, Virgo wants you to be specific. Sort and release a habit, not a person, and change how you interact with whom. Examine the situation for the patterns that need to be released and composited, and what seeds need to be saved for another time or planted in the next season. Rather than focusing on faults, appreciate what is valuable about each interaction, opportunity, and person. Truly absorb the worth and wonder and be healed thereby. It may be time to take an introspective break and work on your self-care routine. Look at your diet and health habits to see what needs improvement. Absorb vitality. Your challenge: if you just weed the garden and don't plant or cultivate, all you'll have is an empty bed. Editing without creating gives you no content. Sometimes you have to ask the inner editor to take a break and let the creative process flow. Gift: this world is glorious. This world is gloriously complex. Virgo encourages us to see how the details fit together, how the leaves and twigs make up a forest. Light and shadow co-create our image of the whole. Rather than judge the worth of the part, pay attention to the necessary role each piece plays. The chaff protects wheat so it can grow, and therefore has value, even if it's not edible. Perceive not just with your mind, but with mind, heart, and soul together. Good night, Debbie.
Yep. Good night. Yeah, speaking of wheat and planting things, growing things, I got a bunch of stuff growing now. Earlier this season, I couldn't keep anything alive. But man, if you want peppers, I'm loading up on peppers. Got serrano peppers, habanero peppers, jalapeno peppers.
You got to make some of that pepper sauce stuff.
Yep. Ghost peppers. Daddle peppers. I got lots of kinds of peppers around here, you know what I'm saying?
Shrimp, gumbo shrimp.
You can have pepper shrimp gumbo, shrimp sandwich.
With the weather, it screwed me up so bad. Like, I was all ready to do stuff this year, and then we were flooded for like half of the start of the year. We still haven't had any sun. I'm like, dang it. But we're still going to get some of them big planter bed things to just put out in the back. They're like these big sacks you can just like lay out and then fill it up, almost like a kid's pool that put the water in it. It's kind of the same idea.
Yeah.
And so there's like 3 spots that she wants to put some stuff in, like the best sun spots that we realized were stuff like will grow.
Yeah. Is it those kind of fabric?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's what I use. When I had the best garden ever back here, I grew broccoli, cauliflower, lettuce, carrots, onions, radish. I had like everything growing, and I grew it all in those things. They're awesome.
They look really cool. So what kind of soil? Just
I've been using I was using Kellogg's organic, not Kellogg's as in the cereal company, but you get it at Home Depot. 1.5 cubic bag of I don't know, it's like raised bed organic soil mulch.
So there's like special soil for that.
Yeah, is there? I don't know. Yeah, it says there is, but I mean, good dirt is good dirt. I use worm castings, and which is worm poop, and fish emulsion. Yeah, a lot of people use cow manure, black cow.
When we used to plant trees for the ranch, we would take, it was like dried powdered bone marrow and like this powdered blood and all this stuff that we would mix up into the hole. You dig the tree hole and then chop all that up into the soil. Stuff grew really good.
Yeah.
I haven't yet. I'm going to actually order it probably tomorrow.
What's that?
The deck, the Oracle deck. And then I've got Rob looking out for some of that black amethyst.
Yeah. Yeah, I got the rock meeting tomorrow night. Bunch of rock heads.
My birthday crystal.
Yeah. They'll be hanging out in the parking lot buying rocks. I gotta go see my rock dealers, man.
Like when you were 15, did you ever think you'd be buying an actual rock out of the back of a car in the parking lot?
Yeah, really.
Uh-oh. My computer just flashed off and came back on.
Uh-oh. Yep.
Oh, I love garlic. Oh my goodness. I will take the bulbs of it in the oven and put some oil on it and then roast it for a while and then get French bread and brie cheese, melt that. Oh my God, I'll eat the whole freaking bulb of garlic. No problem. I will eat 2 or 3. Yeah. Not even I will squirt so much because then after you roast it, it just squirts right out of the little clove casings.
Yep.
Oh my God. My aunt used to make that when we were younger. She'd come over with the little dish with the brie cheese, and it was like, yay, roasted garlic.
Yep. Yeah, I quite like it myself.
When COVID came out, and I was reading stuff about how garlic could help, blah, blah, blah. Remember all that garlic I ate? I bought like 8 cloves when I got it.
Yep.
And I ate all that within 2 days.
Damn. Yeah, I ate a bunch of it. I had some here and I was eating that, and I was eating all kinds of hot peppers and onions. Yeah.
I remember all the peppers oh my God. And then when you couldn't taste the peppers anymore.
Yeah. That was when I tasted the hottest hot sauce that I have in here. That shit is lethal. And I couldn't taste it. I'm like, yep.
Did your tongue still act when you eat something, at least mine does, my tongue will kind of crack and my taste buds will kind of pop up a little bit? Did your tongue still do that kind of thing?
Yeah, I mean, it had effects of it got the crap beat out of it.
But you couldn't taste it.
No, couldn't taste it. I mean, I could taste it, but not on the level of what it is. You know what I mean? I mean, the only thing that I could taste the last couple of times that I've been sick is spicy stuff or really sweet stuff. And I can't.
You don't get that much sweet stuff.
No, I don't. I couldn't come up with a flavor of it, but I could just tell it was sweet or I could tell it was hot.
Damn.
So yeah, weird. I don't know what the hell it does to you, but when everything
got it back.
Yeah. I remember I made dinner one night and it was really looked really good and it just tasted like wet cardboard. like, I may as well just ate a fucking bowl of ramen noodles or something, just put it in
Like
the
oatmeal.
Yeah, why did I spend an hour making dinner? Because I can't taste a damn bit of it.
Because you still craved it.
Yeah.
And all that watermelon. Remember how much watermelon you ate?
Yeah, I just finished another watermelon tonight. I bought this thing. I bought this thing on the side of the road. So we're
Buying rocks in a parking lot.
Rocks in the parking
Buying
lot.
food on the side of the road.
A thing on the side of the road. Filthy gutter alien. Anyways, yeah, I bought this thing and it said it was a. What did it say? It was some like orange melon or something. And I asked the lady, I was like, I'm gonna buy this because it was like $3 or something. So I'm gonna buy this, but can you give me a clue of what I'm getting myself into? What does it taste like? And she's like, well, I said, is it kind of like a cantaloupe or something? And she's like, yeah, it's kind of like a cantaloupe, but it's a lot.
You didn't have one cracked open and give you a piece?
No, she didn't. She had watermelon and other stuff, but didn't have any of those. So I bought it. I was like, whatever, it's only $3. I'm always into trying something new. So I bought it, brought it home, cut that thing open, and it was the best freaking piece of fruit I've eaten in years.
Really?
Holy shit, it was good. So I went back to buy another one, and she's like, they're all gone. We haven't been able to get any more. So then I bought one, what I thought was one in the grocery store the other day. Looked the same, but then when I got it home, I'm looking at it, and it's got, a little produce sticker on it, and it says yellow honeydew.
Oh.
So I cut it open, and it was like kind of whitish, real super pale. It wasn't really green. It was kind of a yellowish cream colored honeydew. Didn't really taste a lot like honeydew, but kind of looked like it. But it was good, but nothing like this. Whatever. Mystery melon. Exactly. So I've been driving by there and like I keep looking. Haven't
checking out what she's got, checking out her melons.
Yeah, checking out that girl's melons. You know it.
She's got the melons.
Yep.
The oranges from the store last time were so horrible. Oh my god. Like there was no juice in it, and the little pulpy things, when you open it, and each thing like is dry.
Yeah, that's the worst.
But then the tree behind us, so those assholes that live behind us, the squirrels will take oranges off for their tree. Oranges are too far over for me to grab, but I'm going to get one of them fruit pickers, for the lemon tree next door. So I might have to sample an orange.
Yep.
Because they fall over in the back and stuff. But then, the squirrels, one squirrel ran by on the fence the other day with a full orange in its mouth. It was hilarious. Like a big ball. And I seen it do it like the other day too. And so there was this orange on the ground where the squirrel like chewed like a big chunk out of it. So I'm like, out of curiosity, I wonder how their oranges are. Because I'm thinking because those oranges pissed me off. I tried to even eat it just because.
Yeah.
But I couldn't even eat it. It was like that bad.
Yeah, I got some like that from the grocery store a while back.
And this one was like, it looked good on the inside, like an actual nice, bright orange, juicy orange.
Yeah, I got a bag of Halos. I just actually went in the kitchen during that video I was playing, and I grabbed 2 of them, and then I forgot to bring them in here.
Oh, those are the bomb.
Turquoise says it's honeydew cantaloupe. Kind of like, I don't know. It's kind of like cantaloupe. It's the same consistency as
like
cantaloupe.
A hybrid?
Yeah, but honeydew is kind of green.
Good night, Lori.
That's a different flavor than cantaloupe. I like honeydew. But
Right. Honeydew.
Yeah, I hate when you get one that, and man, oh, here we go on the produce rant. Had some potatoes the other night. I hate when you get good looking potatoes and you cook them and they're full of like hard spots, like you can't even eat them spots,
I don't know that happen very often.
Yeah, me either. But man, I got some the other day that were like that. And then you get avocados that they like never get soft. They're like hard as a rock.
No matter how ripe they are, it'll
Yeah.
turn to rubber before it gets ripe.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like you're chewing it like it's a slab of bicycle
But
tires.
then you're like, I paid like $2.50 for this fucker.
Yep. The watermelon I got was good. So
They have a farmer's market. They've always had a farmer's market out here. And
Yeah.
so I'm going to start going to that again because I believe in starting back local again. We all
yeah.
need to take care of our communities, our local farmers, deal what we can contain on a smaller level, since we can't really do anything on a big level. So let the farmer's market, where Jeff's at, where I was at in Brentwood, we had the pick farms all over the place, like the cherry farms, all that. So I don't know how well they're doing. That's where like the Brentwood corn comes from, which is like a delicacy out here.
Yeah.
I don't know how that stuff's doing with like the change and everything, but I want to go check all that out because the grocery store ain't cutting it. I mean, it's hit or miss.
Yeah. I got a bag of salad mix the other day. Usually I just get like romaine lettuce or something, chop it up. It's in a hurry. Got a bag of, salad. Brought it home. Made a salad. With 2 days, I just threw it away today. Today's trash day, out the door it went. It's already turned to like the slimy mush. Like, what the hell, It should at least last 4 or 5 days, you would think, But no.
Rob read a card for you, D. Did you miss it? Once the show ends, if you rewind it back, you can hear Rob's card for you. It's probably
It was the very last one.
Was it the last one?
Yep.
Oh yeah, it was. Is it still sitting there?
Yeah. I think. Nope, that's not it.
Did you shuffle it back in?
Nope. It is the recognition and reward card.
There you go, D.
Yeah, it was the very last one I did. So just go back to the end of the show where I was reading some cards, and that would be yours. And that will conclude today's episode.
Oh, 11:11. Everybody make a wish. Okay. I always have the same exact wish every single time.
Yeah.
But I have to visualize it.
Cool. Yeah, like I don't drink any sodas anymore. It's a rare occasion. Cut out sugar as much as I can. Just did a bunch of lab work though. Yeah, I got to go back to the doctor. Never had. What's that thing in your throat?
Oh, tonsils?
Nope.
Esophagus?
Nope. Different area. What the hell is it called, man? You take medicine for it. Starts with a T.
Oh.
Thyroid.
Thyroid, yeah. In your neck.
Never. I don't know where it is. Could be somewhere. But anyways, I've never ever had thyroid problems. Never had blood sugar problems.
Maybe that's
What's
why
that?
you have a hard time.
Yeah. Like
because the thyroid makes a hella sense then.
Yep.
My sister has a thyroid issue.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been like eating, salad and fish and like very, very little red meat, like fruits and vegetables and fish. And, bread every once in a while if it's Dave's seed bread and, no desserts, none of that stuff. And I'm like, and exercising on top of
Mhm.
it, and still not losing freaking weight. Pissing me off. So, yeah, I had a bunch of lab work done.
That makes a lot of sense to me.
My blood sugar's whacked, and my thyroid's fucking rolling down the road like it's got a flat tire. So,
Be
yeah,
careful
thanks.
with the whole blood sugar part because there's something. I'll look that up later.
All right.
Just another little thing to keep in the back of the mind.
Yeah, never had those problems since that last batch of COVID that apparently ran
Had they
my-
not tested for the thyroid before?
Yeah, I've had it tested before. Yeah, it's always been good. My lab work has always come out really good. This time it was a shit show. Oh man. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see where that path leads. Right now I'm like looking like I'm diabetic. My blood sugar was 260.
God, and everything like down to the thyroid medicine, like that's something like where my sister finally found the one that she liked, and like the doctors tried to screw her around on something, and then insulin. Though I did see where they put a cap on insulin price, but like both things are like can be pretty expensive or hard to get medication.
Yeah.
Can be like harder to start getting medication for soon.
Yep. Yeah, I went from eating once a day, like no junk food or anything, just eating once a day. Wasn't losing any weight. So I started eating more. I'm like, oh, fuck it. Might as well eat something else. So, I've been getting up, making breakfast. Then I'll have a little bit of something for lunch, and then I'll have a dinner, a good dinner. And I actually lost 9 pounds now. So, eating more, you lose weight. I don't know, man. My body's a freak show. So but anyways, that's enough of all that. We'll see you next time on Weirdo Wednesday. And I'll probably see you for a little bit on Paranormal Soup. That's when my computer problems began. When my Chrome issue began was literally 30 seconds before last week's Paranormal Soup. I'd get online, it kicked me off. I'd get online, boom, it kicked me off. Finally, I was like, I planned on hanging out a little bit last week and after the World Wide Web weird, but my computer was having none of it. And I figured after like the 5th time, I'm like, this has got to be annoying as shit for me to keep popping in and popping out and popping in and popping out. So I just retired for the evening. Anyway, we'll catch you.
Good night, everybody. Thank you for hanging out with us and spending time with us.
Exactly.
And I hope you guys all have a really good day tomorrow and a good night tonight.
Yep. That moon's full. Not quite.
Full blood moon lunar eclipse.
Yep. So go out and check out some of that moon if you can. Smoke them if you got them, I guess.